Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Richardson and I'm the WCPW review guy, and yeah, you're probably wondering what's the deal with this. I bought some cologne recently. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. Rick Martel's Arrogance, and yeah, they had it at Walmart. Just went and picked some up, and actually hit myself in the eye. Yeah, I'm blind. Fucking sucks. So yeah, that's what this is all about. But let's get into the WCPW Loaded episode 8. Holy shit! Oh my god, huge night. And they are now. This was even tougher to do the best match and least favorite match, because all three matches were great. They are. Just flat out. So just know that when I get to my least favorite, that this is so untrue, because I mean literally all three matches I thought, for different reasons obviously, but all of them were way up here. Like literally it was just like trying to figure out, so close, so close. Another thing is, dude, the commentary team fucking killed it. Oh my god, dude, Alex Shane had me laughing the entire night. And I'll get the different when we get to the matches, but oh my god, dude, I literally hadn't laughed so hard ever. So yeah, great stuff all around. Alright, so tonight was the whole Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble, which I love it because they kept talking about. I mean, that's what a main event should be. You should be, it should pretty much take over the entire episode. That should be the main thing on everybody's mind. And I love that prior to the Rumble, they actually had like the little backstage promos, because it felt like I don't know if they do it anymore or not, but I remember when I was a kid and watched the Royal Rumble, you would have like 15 or so interviews in a row, and it would just be like, here's what this guy's going to say about it. And of course, everybody's like, I'm going to win this thing and everything. Is this great to see all these different people, like, we're going to win it. So I like that. I thought it was really cool. So let's get on to it. Joseph Connors comes out, and of course, new WCPW World Champion. And yeah, just starts, kind of giving his reasons why, he was kind of made the butt of the joke, which we all knew. We all knew that was, the main thing. But yeah, has no regrets, turning on Hendry. And then issued the open challenge, which I really love that El Ligero accepted. Even though he was going to compete later on, and I don't mean was, he still is, competing later on in the Rumble, but he was out there to, take a shot at the title, because he beat Connors like a few weeks ago. And of course, I don't want to say this show had anything to do with it, but he is number 1 in the unofficial WCPW top 10 from last week. So it just made sense. If I was in that chair and I was like, hey, I'm going to have to give someone a title shot, it would have been El Ligero. So I was really happy to see, him go after him. The match itself don't even get started for like 10 minutes. We're talking a huge, just outside brawl, like literally up on the ramp, out in the crowd, and it was freaking fantastic. This is a tough one, because I'm trying to think which one, because this match is really good. When it finally got started, I thought when it got started it was too short, which you can't really count it against it, because A, it's a loaded episode, B, you had this massive brawl before the match, which you can say it's part of the match, but really it's pre-match. Either way, I'll get to why I enjoyed the second match more. So this, unfortunately, is my least favorite match of the night, and that's not a knock against this match. This match was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad to see Connors finally get the title. And him and El Ligero, battling that. I mean, that's what it should all stay within. And I know everybody, signs on for WCPW, but we know the difference between like a regular WCPW wrestler and someone from the outside who are coming through. And so I'm glad to see that the main people are the ones who are, getting the titles and the opportunities like that. So, with that being said, really good match, and of course Connors wins. Righteous Kill DT, which I'm glad he definitely. I'm glad he let him win cleanly, because you gotta make your champion look strong. And of course they kind of gave him a rocky start when him and Hendry's teamed up to make him kind of look like maybe he's losing his edge or whatever. Hendry's winning, he's losing, so now he's getting more frustrated with that. So I'm glad he won clean. He definitely needed it, and yeah, gave Ligero his first official loss, or his pinfall loss. So good match right there. I love this second match. I'm not gonna lie to you. Second match, it's of course we all know that Prospect has been suspended, and of course last week on Stacked, James R. Kennedy, Lucas Archer, and Drake, because Alex Gracie wasn't there, were trying to break into the building because they had been suspended. Of course, they were just very unsuccessful. And it was freaking hilarious. James R. Kennedy's back, and of course he's like, you know what? They're suspended, and that's okay. But I've traveled to Mexico, and I found 2 more potential prospects, so let's bring them on out here. And it was Los. I'm gonna butcher this. Prospectiva. I'm sorry, but it was Lucha Archer and El Draco, which is just fucking hilarious. Clearly, Lucas Archer and Drake underneath a mask. The dude, it was freaking hilarious. And I'm gonna try it again. Los Perspective. This is brutal. I'm a damn journalist, damn it. Went up against Prince Amin and Gabriel Kidd, which Gabriel Kidd actually was going to compete. He's still competing in the Rumble later on, so he's pulling double duty as well. The match itself, like I said, I won't deny the fact that Connors and Ligero was definitely more of a technical match, definitely better wrestling, but dude, this match was so funny. Alex Shane added so much to this. Just talking about how these were the greatest luchadors that come out of Mexico and how they inspired, Mil Mascaras and Rey Mysterio. It was fucking hilarious. Like I said, Alex Shane was just on fire. And I forgot to mention it earlier, but in the previous world title match, Joseph Connors hits the referee from behind. He does the whole referee didn't see who hit him. It's like, hey, he can't disqualify. He didn't even see who hit him. He has no idea. I'm just like, that's freaking hilarious. But no, Alex Shane was brilliant. And we get more with the, Prince Amin, Gabriel Kidd, Prince Amin demanding he lays down. He's like, you break this contract, you're fired. Like, no more, you being, subordinate. You don't do it, you're gone. And, of course, Gabriel Kidd had to lay down. So, Los Prospectiva wins. They get their big win. So I just loved it. To me, it was a very entertaining segment. And even though it was definitely more, I guess you would call it more in the sports entertainment realm than the wrestling realm, I found it highly entertaining. And that's why it's not my worst match or my least favorite match of the night, because I was rolling the entire match. I loved it. And then of course our main event is the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. Sorry, I'm blind, so it's just kind of throwing me off. But no, it was 15 men. Of course, much like a regular Royal Rumble, every 2 minutes a new participant comes out, and then of course you can be eliminated by pinfall, submission, or toss out. And I really enjoyed this match. I'm a big Battle Royal fan anyways, and I'm a big Rumble fan. So it was really cool to see that. I kept waiting, because I was just like, I know at some point they're going to have to bust out a Battle Royal of some sort here, and I'm really glad they did it here. Adam Parmesan was out there, and he was like, here's our number 1. Ah, fuck me. I just love his reaction to having to read out Martin Kirby's name. Hilarious. And then Ligero came out there, and I really love the fact that Ligero was still selling his match earlier. He was still weak, his neck was sore, and I like that. It literally was just awesome. Won't go through every elimination for you, everything like that, but I will just hit some highlights. Really glad that I'm a huge Pete Dunne fan. Literally just saw him last week on Stack, but he won me over then, and dude, I want to see more of him. And I love the Bruiserweight. Dude, I just love his attitude, the look, everything about him is just awesome. And I was really glad to see that a lot of the big name guys that came over from TNA, with the exception of EC3, who did make it to the end, but most of them, they got tossed out on their butts. I liked it. Didn't see Moose. Dude, the crowd is just nuts for Moose, and I'm not sure if they even like Moose or they just like chanting Moose. But there now, dude, one of the biggest, the biggest heat of the night was when Moose comes out, dude. People are going nuts. They're chanting along Moose, and then Big Damo and Los Perspectiva take him down. Boom. Beat him down, and then he's the only one that lost by forfeit, technically got taken out. And then they go in, they, throw out Rampage. So that continued after you. And from last week, I was, kind of what are you going to do with Damo? I didn't realize last week that I guess apparently Damo may be heading to TNA, or sorry, not TNA, NXT. So I guess they're going to try to wrap this feud up or whatever. But I kind of wondering, what are they going to do with that? Kind of surprised Damo wasn't in the Battle Royal either, or sorry, the Rumble. So I was kind of like, what the, but they definitely tied him in there, no problem at all. So Ligero lasted a very long time. He was number 2 and went through hell and made, towards the end. And then, of course, the eventual winner was, Joe Hendry, local hero, which I really like, because once again, watching it, I don't know why. No disrespect to the Walk Culture, staff. I was just like, well, they're going to clearly give like one of the big guys the win or whatever, and I didn't want to see that. I was like, I want to see one of the, the regulars, the originals, win and go on. So I was really happy to see that, Hendry won it. And really, honestly, that's like probably the best way you can go, because I just, he's easily, with, I don't know, Kirby's coming up there, but easily, Hendry is like the most popular guy there. And, honestly, he's the face of the company. He really is. Even without the title, he's the one guy you think of when you think of WCPW. So it makes sense to put him, your best foot forward, so to speak, to go against Kurt Angle. And I think it's going to be a hell of a match. It really is. Hendry had the most eliminations in the match. He eliminated 3 people. So, that's kind of I'm being a nerd, I guess, and keeping stats like that. But I thought that was like, kind of cool. So, overall, really enjoyed it. And I really hope, because I can't speak for you guys out there, but for me personally, I really enjoy like gimmick pay-per-views. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like I like the King of the Ring. Big tournament in the night. Survivor Series, the elimination matches. Back when Survivor Series was good, not the bullshit they've been doing the past decade or so. But like back when it was like, every match was elimination. I love that. And of course the Royal Rumble, I love, stuff like that. So I really hope they kind of introduce more stuff like that. And I would like to see like, it don't have to be like, you don't want to play it out, but like, once a year would be great to have like a Rumble type thing. Add more people, whatever. So I thought that was really cool. Really enjoyed the match. I thought it was just really great. And match of the night. I mean, it's obviously overshadowed everything, but it was just an awesome match. The one thing I hated, which it worked because you're supposed to hate it. I hated that Prince Amin came in and just kind of like made Gabriel kick it out, which I don't think that could even be legal, can it? Like seriously, like from even a realistic perspective, that's changing the entire match. Prince Amin, yeah, he can force Gabriel Kidd to eliminate himself, I suppose, but you can't really force it because like, Gabriel Kidd went through the ring or went through the ropes. And of course they announced like, Prince Amin's been eliminated, but it's like, yeah, but he wasn't even part of the match. Like, unless he went back there and got the contract signed by Adam Pacitti or Parmesan. No, I'm sorry. Gabriel Kidd got robbed. Gabriel Kidd got robbed last night. I mean, moves, that's different. I mean, yeah, he got robbed, but it is different. Like, he was attacked and then he forfeited. Like, he didn't make it to the ring in time. So that's, I mean, as much as that sucks, that's a legit loss. Dude, Kidd never lost. He literally just went between the ropes, and then he walked away. I was hoping he'd go back in there and just beat the shit out of Prince Amin, because I'm waiting for that. Like, I'm sure they're going to do that soon. I'm sure at Refuse to Lose we're going to see, the fallout between these two guys, and then hopefully Kill get his freedom back, and, yeah, move on. But yeah, no, overall, I really dug it. Thought it was just really good stuff. So, what'd you guys think of the event? Let me know in the comments section down below. And then don't forget to tune in later on today. I'll be doing the unofficial WCPW Top 10. And yeah, a lot of movement. We got a lot of shifting around on this one, so I'm really digging that. So, guys, like always, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me over on Twitter at WCPW Review Guy 1. And, of course, show this video that thumb and love. So, yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And, yeah, until next time.